This is Holiday Extra Travel Guides, and we're here in Iceland. We'll be giving you all the essential information that you need to travel better. We'll be covering money, language, tips on where to go, and even how to see the Northern Lights. But first, here's a bit about the country itself. Iceland is between the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, about a 3-hour flight north from London. Iceland is unlike anywhere we've been before. Its volcanic landscapes and picturesque backdrops create this almost untouched feeling, and it will make you fall in love with the country. Most international flights will arrive at Reykjavik Airport, which is 40 minutes outside the capital city of Reykjavik, and it's here where we'll start. Grey Line and Flybus run transfer buses 35 minutes after each landing. Both services offer a hotel drop-off at selected hotels for an additional fee. They cover most hotels, but if yours isn't on there, you can always find out which stop is closest and just walk the rest of the way. An airport taxi will set you back around 12,000 krona for the 45-minute journey. However, self-drive holidays are really popular here, and if this is what you're planning, then it makes sense to pick up your hire car at the airport before you head into Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the base for most holidays in Iceland. It's the world's most northerly capital city and is a hub for Icelandic culture. Reykjavik is the embodiment of the Icelandic culture of proud self-sufficiency and a fierce interest in the arts. There's no McDonald's or Starbucks here. Instead, its streets are lined with independent coffee shops, restaurants and boutiques. There's always something going on, and its nightlife is legendary. Don't forget to pick up your free copy of the Reykjavik Grapevine for what's going on while you're here. It's worth trying to stay in the centre, as the room in the middle puts everything within walking distance. Airbnbs and hotels are plentiful, but if you're coming in the summer, book in advance because it can get super busy. If you want to book a tour out of the city, then head to Laugavega. There's loads of tourist information outlets here that can help you with anything you want to do. After spending some time in Reykjavik, we recommend jumping in your car and taking a day to explore the Golden Circle. It's one of Iceland's most popular tours, taking in the Giza, Thingvellir National Park and Gullfoss. If you're staying a bit longer, then the south coast is a must. Follow the ring road all the way to the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, stopping off at sites like Skógafoss, Seljalandsfoss and some of the world's most beautiful black sand beaches. And of course, don't forget to stop by the Blue Lagoon on your way back. It's only 20 minutes outside Reykjavik Airport and is the perfect way to end your Icelandic adventure. Getting around Iceland on your own is surprisingly straightforward. The main ring road connects all the major towns, and if you stick to it, you can't really go wrong. Now, bear in mind that driving here is nothing like driving at home, so there's a few things that you need to know. Summer is the time to do a driving holiday, as the roads will be open and the conditions will be good with lots of daylight. The weather in winter can make driving difficult, and once you leave Reykjavik, it can get quite dangerous. It's not recommended unless you really know what you're doing. Getting stuck in a whiteout isn't fun. If you plan on straying off the ring road, then hire a four-wheel drive car. The roads can be uneven and potholes are common. Do not go on F-roads as hire cars are not allowed on them. Off-road driving is forbidden as it damages the environment. You'll get fined around 350,000 krona if caught. Speed limits: 50 km per hour in populated areas, 80 on gravel roads and 90 on paved roads. It's required to have your headlights on at all times when driving, even during daylight. Some bridges are single lane only. The driver close to the bridge has priority. Petrol stations are few and far between and often unmanned. Fill up when you can and use a credit or cash card for payment. The Icelandic website road.is has lots of detailed information on driving in Iceland, so make sure to give it a read before you hire a car. And remember, you drive on the right. We're here in November and it's been fairly cold. The weather today is about 4 degrees, and since we've been here we've had every kind of weather imaginable. We've had freak rain, ridiculous winds, it's been freezing cold like when you're near the sea, but as a traditional Icelandic saying goes, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, and it's certainly true here. So no matter the season, be prepared. Always bring windproof and waterproof clothing, and a good pair of walking boots is essential. In winter, the temperatures will plummet below freezing, so layer up. Thermal underwear, hats, gloves and scarves are a must. Now, temperatures are more forgiving in the summer, with averages of around 13 degrees in the south. Catching a glimpse of the Northern Lights is a big reason why people come to Iceland, so here's a few of our tips for the best possible chance to see them. Winter is the best time to go, as the nights are longest at this time. It will be freezing cold, but you can't see the lights unless it's dark. Go for as long as possible. You'll often have cloud cover in Iceland. We were there for 2 weeks and only managed to see the lights twice. Your best chance is to go somewhere where there's no light pollution, so get out of the city and go somewhere dark. We use the Icelandic weather website, belkinga.is. We found it the most accurate for predicting cloud cover. White areas show where the skies are clear, and this gives you your best chance to see the northern lights. The second website we used was the Icelandic Met Office. Now this gives you the aurora forecast, the stronger the better, sunset times and moonrise times. This just means that you can plan for when it's going to be dark. Now we're in downtown Reykjavik in a restaurant called Reykjavik, and they've given us this traditional Icelandic platter to try. So I'm just going to talk you through a few things that are on there. We have the smoked lamb on flatbread, wind-dried fish with seaweed, gravlax, which is like a salmon, and this is fermented shark, which some of our crew have already tried and assured me that it's disgusting. I'm not even going to open it up because the smell is just overwhelming. But this is why when you have fermented shark, you chase it with brennivin, which is the original Icelandic spirit. Anyway, here's a look back at all the food that we've had during our time here. The currency here is the Icelandic krona, and right now £1 will get you roughly 130 to 140 krona, but you can check this on xe.com and they have a handy app too. Anyway, here's a breakdown of our costs since we've been here. Our flights were around £60 each way. Our 3-bedroom Airbnb apartment in Reykjavik was £414 for 2 nights. Our car was £850 for 8 days with 2 drivers, and this includes collision damage waiver, sand and ash cover, and gravel damage cover. Fuel was roughly £1.67 per litre. Iceland's national parks and landscapes are all free to enjoy. An ice cave tour will set you back around £130 per person. Our hotel rooms in Vik were £143 each per night. Prices at the Blue Lagoon start from £33 in winter and £42 in summer. And don't forget that if you spend over 6,000 krona on clothes and souvenirs, you can claim 14% tax back. Just keep your receipts and show them in the refund office at Keflavik Airport. Vinny has been helping us with our filming in Iceland, and he's kindly agreed to teach us some Icelandic, so let's do it!
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Bless.
Thank you.
Takk. And then the formal version would be takk fyrir.
Yes.
Já.
I love that one. Yow. No.
Nei.
No. Do you speak English?
Talar þú ensku?
Talar þú ensku?
Yeah.
Hey,
That was pretty
nailed
good.
it.
That was
Thanks.
really good.
Oh, this is my personal one. Do you have vegetarian food?
Ertu með grænmetismat?
How much is it?
Hvað kostar það?
And how do you say like the numbers? So like 1 to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And how do you say the big volcano?
Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull.
Yeah. Yes.
So as you can see, Icelandic isn't the easiest language, but massive thanks to Finny, or Tak.
Verið þeirra góðu.
So that's our essential guide to Iceland. For more travel content, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any of your own tips, then comment below and let us know.